What's happening there, Jake? How you doing, brother? How you doing today there, Jake? Good to see you, dude. Good evening to you as well, my friend. Hello, Pigpen. How you doing, man? Big wave right back at you, sir. Jake's doing all good. Very nice. Happy Sunday to you guys out there. Happy November. DX isn't that great today. And sideband's even worse, full of goofs. Just full of goofs. I've pretty much had enough of sideband, to be honest with you. Every time I go on that son of a bitch, there's absolute dildo activity going on up there. On all the channels now. 36, 37, 38, 39. All of them. So I'm sticking with AM. Jake says it's been pretty good here. So he's had good DX. Very nice. I know we got the mini grass out there, of course. Yeah, November already. It's just crazy. This 2025 seems like it was 4 months long. It's ridiculous. Can't stand it. I will smack ya. Store run, all right, brother. Yeah, kind of garbage conditions today. But we'll still try. We'll still give it a try. We got Illinois out there. Oh, jeez. Already punching the camera. Audio. Of course, the toilet bowl's rolling. Breakers Channel 6, Breaker Channel 6, CB Lounge 2112. Come on, come on. How about that mama's little baby? How about that mama's little baby? CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada. Come on. CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada with that Shaka wave. CB Lounge 2112 with that puff pass. Where everybody at? Got 2 loungers in the lounge. 2! Breaker 1-1, breaker 1-1. CB Lounge 2112 with a Shaka wave. How about it, Channel 17? How about it, Channel 17? CB Lounge 2112. Come on, come on. Breaker 28, breaker 28, CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada with that wave. Hello there, 1137. Good Sunday to you there, 1137. CB Lounge 2112 with a big Northern Nevada wave. Oh, we got 1137. We got 1 lounger in the lounge. 10 minutes in, 1 lounger in the lounge, 1 thumbs up. We are rocking and rolling here at the CB Lounge 2112. Hello, Ronald. How you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. Happy Sunday to you. Welcome back to Sunday Services, and a big wave to you there, Ronald. Oh, nice carrier there. What's happening, man? What's happening? We're still working on a bowl here. We're still working on one here. We don't have a fresh one yet. I have one all grinded up. Ready for whenever I need it here, but I'm still working on one. So let's check that smoke meter. Check that frickin' smoke meter and recalibrate. Do some recalibration for proper modulation. go. Right there. Right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolute perfect match. '79 smoke screen. Why don't you go to a different channel and do that, dude? 79, I'll smoke a screen. Breaker 17, Breaker 17, CB Lounge 2112. Come on, come on. How you doing there, Phil? Phil says, what's up, mother trucker? Ronald says, I tried, but my conditions are crap today on AM. Yeah, they're not that good. They might come in, though, here shortly, I hope. Because for the last couple of weeks, it's been really strong between like 4 and 6 in the afternoon, at least here at the CB Lounge. Hello, Levon. How you doing there? Hello, Reed. Watch out for those seeds. Good to see you today. Good to see you too, sir. Hope you're doing well there, Levon. How about it, Channel 15? How about it? Channel 15, CB Lounge 2112. Come on, come on. Yeah, DX was a bit better yesterday. No hippie bombs here at the CB Lounge 2112. No seeds. Breaker 1-1, Breaker 1-1. I may be a ripper, but I ain't dumb. CB Lounge 2112 coming at ya. Yeah, so we got the 1986 realistic TRC 433 Navaho back out. One of my absolute favorite radios of all the radios I have, no doubt about it. Love this frickin' radio. And of course, it's a realistic. We're using that stock microphone. Stock microphone. And we got ourselves a 1966 Chevy Nova in a beautiful gold flake, all lowered down and stuff with some nice chrome wheels. And a 1970 Chevy Chevelle, all slammed down on the ground with some deep dish chrome wheels on it. Very, very nice. Sweet friggin' rides there. Very, very sweet rides right there. Still recalibrate there. Trying to finish this bowl off. Ooh. Oh, that was a nice 79 smoke screen right there. Very, very kind. It's very kind and smooth. I like that shits. How about it out there, Channel 11? How about it? CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada. Come on. Hello, hello, CB Lounge 2112 with a big wave right back at you. Hope you're doing well out there. Roger that. I think you said Squirrel out there. Hello, Squirrel. CB Lounge 2112. Sending those good numbers to you, my friend. God damn, I can't understand them. Roger, Roger. Well, you hope you're having a good Sunday out there. No doubt about it. We're sending those puff pass from the CB Lounge 2112. Oh, I apologize. I could not catch what his handle was. Was that 220? Was that 220 out there? 220 CB Lounge 2112. Come on. Oh. We got you there, 420. 420. We got you on the live lounge video gate here at the CB Lounge 2112. A big wave to you there, 420. We're sounding mighty fine here at the CB Lounge 2112, no doubt about it. Sounding great on the live video gate. And we got a puff pass for you there out there, 420. Hey, we appreciate it. 420 in the Buckeye. 420 in the Buckeye. We appreciate having you on the show here at the CB Lounge 2112. Once again, we're giving that big Nevada wave to that 420. Very nice. I apologize to the gentleman before that. I just could not catch his handle for some reason. But 420 was sounding mighty fine today. No doubt about it. Nice numbers. Cheers to that 420 right there. We're working on it. I think this one's almost done. Hello, Spindle Twister. How you doing, sir? Mr. 344 says, hello there, CB Land. I'm going to go fire up the island in the sky. I'm going to give it a roll. Roger that there. 344. Good to see you, sir. Phil says it's a good one. A buddy of mine had an identical one back in the day. I think you're referring to the TRC 433. Love this freaking radio. One of the only things my dad ever gave me as a present was the TRC 433 back in 1986. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, one of the only things my dad ever gave me. I remember back in 86, I really enjoyed this radio, but all I wanted was a Cobra. Turns out Cobras were kind of overrated, and this realistic TRC 433 is as good as any damn Cobra, no doubt about it. Oh, yeah. Try to clear this one out. Little boy always sounded good. I'm just trying to get this bowl cleared out. Excuse me. Woo. All right. So the wife's out getting groceries, and she's going to run by the Fandango Casino and go into their casino restaurant and get me a club sandwich. Oh boy, I'm excited. I haven't had a club sandwich in ages. So we're waiting on a club sandwich. Will you have a whole hour to do that? Asks Spindle Twister. Will I have a whole hour to do what, my friend? To do rippas? Yes. As a matter of fact. Once again, welcome back to Sunday services, everybody. Good to see you all. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Hope your Halloween went good. We didn't barely have anybody trick-or-treating this year. It's kind of sad. Usually my whole street's lit up and everybody's giving out candy. Not this year. It was dark and dreary out for Halloween. Remember when we were kids, all we had was a cheap costume and a freaking pillowcase and no parent to guide you? We just went off into the neighborhood and, our parents trusted that everybody else's parents would watch out for their kids and, it was a much better vanished time, that's for sure. Oh, I got an hour to burn off the bowl. I see you, Bear. We're trying here, though. I want to go get that green bowl. Oh yeah. Ooh, another smooth 79 smokescreen? Because it's good for you and it's definitely good for me. CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada. Come on. Phil says, yep, plastic masks and a pillowcase. Exactly. Those stinky ass masks that get all sweaty. Ronald says, my smoke is better. Uh-oh. What you got burning there, Ronald? CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada with that puff pass. My bird is in the other room just fucking having a shit fit. Screaming for me. That bird does not like when she can't see where I'm at. Because she can see me all day long at my station out there in front of my computer and stuff. And she gets spoiled. Those are a lot better times there, Phil, that's for sure. Candy was better then, too. Better ingredients, just everything was better. It wasn't paradise, but it was sure close enough. We sure didn't realize how good we had it, did we? How about you? CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada. Come on. God damn it. That was me. Here, let me turn on the preamp. You got it. CB Lounge 2112 with a big Northern Nevada wave. Hello, Mike Parker. How you doing, sir? Welcome to Sunday services there, Mr. Parker. Mike says, that is a handsome-looking bass rig. It really is. Thank you very much. I think it is, too, man. I think it's actually one of the nicest Navajos that they came out with. And the size of it's perfect. It's not huge. It's not too small. It's just right. No, it's freaking awesome, man. Everything about it. Even the 5-segment LED meter, which is actually my favorite. A lot of people hate those things, but I freaking love it. CB Lounge 2112. Carson City, Nevada with a puff pass. Ronald's SWR is perfect now. Very nice. Very nice. I bet you got killer modulation there, Mr. Ronald. Are we going to hear you out there today, or is your conditions garbage? We're getting there. We're getting there. This bowl was left over from last night. 79 smoke screen. Hope you guys remember to set your clocks back there. Mike says doing great. Cheers. It's 11:30 here in the UK. Well, hello UK. How you doing out there? 11:30. Very nice. But you probably got to be at work Monday morning, don't you? I hope not. Well, I hope you're staying safe out there, Mike, and staying off the trains. Jeez. How much more can you guys take out there in the UK there, Mr. Parker? Yeah, I watching Charlie Veach today. I don't know if you know who that is. You probably do. But he's in Barcelona today. And he was talking about that train situation out there. The train of peace. The train of peace. Well, we sure pray for you guys here in the US of A, for you guys in the UK, our brothers and sisters over there. No friggin' doubt about that. A lot of the time I'll have this on my set just to show my solidarity, but I don't have anywhere to kind of put it on this setup right now. But a lot of times I'll have that out there just to show my solidarity with our brothers and sisters in the UK, no doubt about it. We've got your back. The real Americans here in America have your back. There's no doubt about that. Phil says conditions are pretty good here. And Ronald says conditions are bad now. Talked all over this afternoon. Well, at least you got down there. But Phil's got a good conditions. Very nice. I keep graveyard hours, so I always miss the earlier DX conditions. That's why it always works out better when the DX goes into the early evening and stuff. Because that's basically, you know, my early afternoon or my late morning. All right, this bowl's almost done. Whoa! Holy! Mike Parker, thank you so much. Thank you for the £5 donation here at the CB Lounge 2112. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Mike says it's a crazy time everywhere, man. World is going nuts. Still, we got our radios. We do. We do. But I feel for you guys there because you guys don't have a Donald Trump like we do. You guys got a queer Starmer. And I hate that guy like he's my prime minister, man. I can't stand that son of a bitch. I hate the freaking very sight of that man. with his pointy little nose. I bet his nose smells like poo. I bet his nose has a little tinge of poo to it from where he puts it every night. And his little glasses, oh God, his little hairdo, his little comb over hairdo and crap. Man, what an insufferable pig. Sorry about that. I just had to make my my opinion known there a little bit, just a little bit. So thank you very, very much, Mr. Mike Parker. I appreciate it, brother. Very, very nice of you. Foxman, how you doing, brother? 2112, I made it on 390 Wagon Master live stream today. Very nice. Very nice. Well, I wish I was out there getting on there. You're probably on sideband though, huh? I've been avoiding sideband because of all the goofery. All the friggin' goofs on sideband. It's insufferable. I've been having a lot better time on AM anyway, so. Yes, on 37 lower. Well, that's fantastic, Foxman. Foxman says the series of one guy and the Close Encounters guy and the baby crying sounds. He was playing clips of me today. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about right there. I don't have the patience for that stuff. I just don't. So I just kind of avoid it just to keep my blood pressure down. You like that, Mike? Yeah, that man, that old queer starmer, he's man. God! Ugh! Ugh! That's all I gotta say. Phil says their government has sold their citizens to the wolves, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, have they ever? Have they ever? I've been paying close attention, as close as I can pay attention to what's going on over there from the United States, of course. But I don't watch news about it or anything. I watch, vloggers from there. I watch English Ned, man. That guy's awesome. English Ned and Charlie Veach, Billy Moore. Billy Moore makes amazing videos. DJE Media is another one I watch. Wesley Winter. There's quite a few that I watch over there that are very, very good at what they do. So I trust what the news they report, no doubt about that. Okay, his bull's almost done. It is done. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go bust out a new one. I'll be right back.
I just got somebody different in my radio every time I unkey. That's all that is. Oh yeah, man, you cleaned it out. I'm pointing at Central Cow now. Hey, did you go yourself? Y'all try to do something about that. Ten sausage, so I already ate with potato salad.
Okay. Thank you for your patience. Much appreciate that.
Somebody else keyed up said I got a Frankenstein antenna. Yeah, man.
Mike says, okay, 1010, y'all. I'm heading up the wooden steps and off to Land of Nod. Oh, no. Best 73s from the east coast of the UK. Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat, brother. It is greatly, greatly appreciated if you're still out there. Have a great one. I hope you come back soon, man. Stay safe out there, Mike Parker. Ronald says, I was just talking 236 in Tennessee. Very nice. 220 Northwest Missouri. And we've got a nice, fresh, full tank right here for the CB Lounge 2112 smoke meter. Full tank of runts. RUNTZ, runts. We almost got ourselves a Sunday Fuji there. Look at that. Eric Strunk, how you doing, brother? Jed UDX 183, good to see you, sir. Good to see you guys. Snowblower, don't even be talking about that stuff. I see we have 5 thumbs up, 12 loungers in the lounge. Let's see if we can't make that even out. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. I'd really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. 390 had a 5-hour live stream today. I made it a few times on my Cobra 139, says Foxman. That's fantastic, dude. He must have been having a live stream when I was sleeping. Bummer. Damn it, man. Damn it. Yeah, the earliest I can get out there in DX land and YouTube land on Sundays is about 3 o'clock, so I did my best, and I started right at 3 today. During the weekdays, though, it's hard to get started before 6. That's why I miss a lot of the DX out there. Just doesn't line up with my my time schedule sometimes. Foxman says he had one CB radio from the A-Team show. I didn't know they had a CB radio on the A-Team. I don't recall a CB radio from the A-Team. What radio was that? I pity the fool 1000. Yeah, that was dumb. Gee, see what I mean? DX sucks. It's just garbage today. Maybe a good Ripa on it will bring in the DX. Get a nice 79 smoke screen. Maybe they'll pull the DX in back in again. I have a 139 as well. It's a 23 channel though. Mr. Foxman has a modified one that goes 40. He's very lucky. I wish mine did that. But I have a very, very nice one as well. But I think it's wonky on sideband. Shit, there ain't shit on 17. Wow, this is very sad. I just knocked a bunch of shit out of the bowl here. I just party fouled big time. Son of a buck. Damn it. I am so clumsy. That's why I usually don't fill the bowl this tall. Because I'm too clumsy to fucking make it work right. Cheers, everybody. I fixed it. Got to be very careful or it'll spill out. Very, very nice SWR, the 2112 smoke meter. Damn. Come on, DX. Let's get rolling here. Come on, come on. That's worse than Murphy. Worse than Murphing. I'm not sure what Murphing is. Look in the window of that 18 van, and you gotta see what CB is in it. In my 18 van, I'll have to look in there. I think the tent's too freaking dark on it. It was a SBE CB radio with sideband from 79, says Fox, man. Really? Foxman says, Bettycom switch, 40 channel. No Murphing, man, no Murphing. How about it, Channel 11? How about it, CB Lounge 2112? Come on, we're trying. Now the fancy box is nice and warmed up. Had to turn on the fan, so we're going to have a little bit of a breeze in here, which does affect the damn smoke meter. Doesn't affect the SWRs, but does affect the smoke meter performance a little bit. The damn DX is smoking here, no pun intended. LOL, says Phil. Well, I wish it would hurry up and smoke here. Just got Doc Hollywood on 28. Guess my conditions are east tonight. Let's go to 28 then. Oh, and nothing. How about it, Channel 28? How about it, Channel 28? CB Lounge 2112. We're trying. Carolinas and Tennessee are no problem for Ronald Grimmig, excuse me. Don't mind me, I'm Listesic. That my Cobra 139 is a BETE comm switch. 40 channel, it's on CB Tricks, he says. Roger that. Well, I wish I had the expertise and technical know-how to do that to mine, because my radio looks like it's brand new. How about it, Channel 28? How about it, CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada? Come on.
Well, hell, I'm doing more than you.
Come on!
I'm keying 200.
Sorry about that. Getting a bit frustrated. I'm getting a little frustrated here.
I'm going about 240, I guess, so I don't know. But
Apologize. We're working on it, though.
I just set it up where the sound effects and everything on it too, and so direct injection.
Well, it said he hollered, but no go.
Got a whole bunch of
Jed's listening on 28. Cowboy 357 says trick or treat. How you doing there, UDX 357? Hello, San Jose.
I liked it. I kind of took some of the odds out.
It's a freaking nice day here, so I bet it's a nice day there. Yeah, really amazingly warm day today. It's quite beautiful. It says it's 77 out. Holy. Usually by now we are cold as a witch's tit. Ronald says most people pronounce my last name with an ing at the end. It's easy to do. It just, I think your mind just plays tricks on you and you expect there's an N in there. But I don't like to mispronounce anybody's name, so hopefully I'm saying Grimmig correctly. Because your name's not Grimming. You know what I mean? I know it drives me crazy when my last name's pronounced incorrectly. Got chicken coop yesterday. It was in the greenhouse with a heat lamp. Moved to the big pen to the greenhouse with your mom, says Foxman. So you're taking care of the grounds out there and the good old chickens. Very nice, man. CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada, with a northern Nevada wave. We ain't got shit. We ain't got shit. I do apologize. I really do apologize. I know you come here for some nice Sunday contacts, and here we are with a bunch of static. And you're probably saying to yourself, dude, it's just a bunch of static. Why do you even bother with a live stream? Why do you bother, 2112? Why? It's a bunch of static, you freaking idiot. Why, 2112? Why do you even bother to bring us static? We're here to have bitchin' contacts, man. And you bring us freaking static. Screw you. Screw you, CB Lounge 2112. Screw you. I'm out of here. Something to that effect. CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada. Come on. Cowboy says, because you so crazy. Oh, sí. Sí, señor. How about it, Channel 11? How about it, CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada, with a live lounge video gate rolling. Come on! Ronald says, I hear all kinds of people. I just can't talk to the West for some reason. I was talking to California all afternoon, and Florida, and New York. Wow. A lot of good places there. All of you guys are getting all the good DX. I'm getting the shaft. I'm getting the shit into the stick here. The poopy part. How about it, Channel 11? How about it, CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada? Come on. You bring us together, Skip or no Skip, we still have someone to talk to. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I always want to have an excuse to just come and hang out with you guys. I just don't want to bring you bad content. I appreciate that. Truly appreciate that, Jed. Phil says, no worries, man. It's chill zone for me. Relax and decompress, you know. I like to hear that, too, because that makes me feel like maybe the CB Lounge serves a purpose. And that's good that you can come around here and chill out, because that's the point of the whole thing. I don't want you to come here and be stressed out. That's not the point of this at all. But they ain't hearing me. They are not hearing me. Raul says, I'm right in the middle of the country, though, so when Skip's rolling, I hear every coast, and Canada, and way too much Mexico, and South America. Yeah, I hear a bit of that myself, too. I haven't heard Canada in ages, and it makes me very sad, because I love hearing Canada. Cowboy's going to grab an RC Cola. Be right back. Very, very nice. That's the nectar of the gods right there, RC Cola. The best damn drink there is on earth, besides water. I love water. The only bad content is no content. I can't argue with that. Although sometimes no content would be better than bad content, I gotta say. So I hear you there, Ronald, about being in the middle of the country there. That's pretty cool, though. But I've almost always have a connection to Hawaii, which is very cool. Hawaii's usually the last ones in my receive, with Australia sometimes as well. Australia, boys. Australia. Cheers, cowboy. Yeah, let's get another Ripper going here. There you go, right there. There you go. Steady as she goes. Steady as she goes. Come on, DX. Come on, 79 Smokescreen. Bring in that DX for us, please. And we are up to 13 thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. 14 loungers in the lounge, 13 thumbs up, 54 minutes in here at the Sunday services. Here at the CB Lounge 2112. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Drink 'em if you got 'em. Eat 'em if you got 'em. Eat 'em and smile. Hey, Jed, I watched a 2-hour freaking concert, US Festival 1983 of Van Halen. I was there that day, of course. So it was like going back to it in a time machine. But what a performance. Holy crap, what a performance. That's all I can say, is what a performance, man. I forgot how incredible Van Halen was back in 1983, you know? Even though Diver Down was half piece of shit, half great album. I think Pretty Woman is one of the worst songs ever recorded by the original artist. And then Van Halen goes and does a cover of a horrible song. I hate that song with a vengeance. Without a Net 86, that's a great one too. But there is so much US Festival on YouTube. It's beautiful. I never thought that I'd ever see any of that again, you know what I mean? I never thought there would be a YouTube where I could watch all that stuff over again all these years later. That's some of the best memories of my entire life, the US Festival. I was only 13 years old. I saw so many boobs at 13 years old at the US Festival. It was heaven. Oh, you got Without a Net on DVD? That's kick-ass. I still buy DVDs and Blu-rays. I enjoy them more than streaming stuff. That's cool, man. Yeah, David Lee Roth. He says some crazy shit, I gotta say. I love Sammy Hagar too, but man, David Lee Roth, he made the show. You know what I mean? His antics and just the way he interacts with the audience and with women. You know what I mean? He was amazing. Sammy was a rocker, but he didn't have the stage presence like David Lee Roth. You know, he just didn't. Ronald says I was 3 in '83. Wow. So you were born in 1980. You're the same age as my ex-wife, who I married in 1998 when she was 18. And I was 27. We actually made it 5 years. Phil says, dude, Judas Priest US Festival, that was incredible. Should be in the Library of Congress. I agree. I saw it. I saw it with my own two little 13-year-old eyes. I went to the year before, too, 1982. But 83 was the best. I went to the New Wave Day and everything also. I went to 3 different days. I'm back. I had to take Benny out, says Foxman. Roger that. Yes, boobs. Exactly, Ronald. There was boobs everywhere. It was pretty incredible. Yeah, the Glen Helen Park, Regional State Park or whatever it was. It was about a 2-hour drive from my house in San Bernardino County. And I lived in Ventura County, so it was actually about 3 hours. I'm from Ventura County. Cowboy says I'm out in California. California. And I'm speaking of a time when California was an amazing place to live back in 1983. Truly was. 1983 was an incredible year to live in California. There are 3 things that I love. Beer and boobs. I love it. You know it. I'm glad you didn't say 2, because then you'd have a uniboobie. There'd be somebody out there with a uniboob. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Sorry about that. It is 4 o'clock. We have 20 minutes till 4:20. CB Lounge, 2112 Carson City, Nevada with a puff pass. Come on, Showdown. Usually he hears me. I'm working the honky 433. You guys are 46 degrees, Flex, man. It's like summer here. We're at 76. It dropped 1. Jed says Van Halen hit the Guinness Book of World Records. Highest paid artist per hour ever. They got paid $1 million to play that show, US Festival. Wow. Well, they played for 2 solid hours, man. So they earned their $1 million. But that's That's like probably, what, $6 million in today's money? Maybe more? Amazing. That's really amazing. I sure miss that era, man. That's all my growing up years right there. I was into Van Halen before I was even into Ozzy Osbourne. Van Halen was like the first band I really got into. And I was only like 8 years old. Like 78. After their first album came out. Running with the Devil was everywhere. Everywhere. And Jamie's crying. And The Cradle Will Rock. That's like the soundtrack of Southern California for me. CB Lounge 2112, Carson City, Nevada. Come on. Crazy thing is, I've been in Nevada almost all my life now. I only spent 19 years in California. And then I came to Nevada. But I sure miss that era of California, that's for sure. People nowadays, they just don't know. They just don't get it. They have no idea how great it was back then. That would be $2.8 million, says Phil. Wow. I was way off. But yeah, almost $3 million to play for 2 hours. That's incredible. That really is incredible. Well, I feel honored to have been there. And you know, the tickets, I don't remember how much they were, but they weren't so expensive us poor white trash couldn't afford to get them, you know. I was white trash. I was a little white trash, trailer trash kid. And even my mom came up with enough money for 3 days to send me to the US Festival with my buddy and his mother. And his mother was only 28. She had my friend Victor when she was like 16. So she was 28 and she was gorgeous. So it was an amazing time, and she had her boyfriend with her and everything. And we got to camp there and all that good stuff. It was quite a time for a 13-year-old. Jump was everywhere. Yes, in 1984 it was. No doubt about that. Still love that song. That was the pinnacle of Van Halen, David Lee Roth. That was the pinnacle of their career right there, was 1984, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that Van Halen sucked afterward, because they didn't. 5150, when that came out, I was blown away on how good that album was. I wasn't sure what was going to happen with Sammy Hagar. We kind of chuckled about it a little bit. But when I heard the album, I was like, oh, Van Halen, they're going to be just fine. Van Halen will be just fine with Sammy Hagar. I love 5150. I absolutely freaking love that album. OTR was a good show last night. No jammers on the Dennis show. Very nice, says Foxman. Well, that's good. Come on, it's only 405, just like the freeway. You know why they call it the 405 freeway, don't you? Because you only go 4 or 5 miles an hour. That was the old joke back in the day. It's true, though. I can only imagine what it's like now. Van Hagar, yeah, I remember that slang for that. Van Hagar. I called it that for a short time. And like I said, and then I just fell in love with 5150, and they were Van Halen again. The summer of '86. Man, what a summer. Their songs went super mainstream with Sammy, says Jed. I guess. I kind of consider them pretty mainstream with David Lee Roth, though, too. Van Halen was kind of a local band, you know, to Southern California. So you heard them everywhere. We had a lot of rock stations back then. Of course, we had KMET and KLOS, KNAC. We had those three. KROQ, which was like the new wave station. The Mighty 690, which was the AM station back in the early 80s that played all the top 10. The Mighty 690. Man. But 5150 hit #1 in the charts. Wow. Did it really? I believe it. Probably with Dreams. I would assume Dreams would be the #1 hit off that album. Sorry about the static, guys. We'll just turn it down a little bit. Because I'm hoping the DX is going to come back, because it seems to have frickin' took off now. And you don't need to hear static. But we also need to know if the DX comes back too. 407. Short bit here before we get to 420. Phil says, just like 285 here, there is a saying here. If you live in Atlanta and you're driving to somewhere in Atlanta, it's going to take an hour. So that's the 285 is the 405 of Atlanta. You need to download a ham clock to put on your computer. It's free and there's instructions how to do it. And it will show you where your conditions are, says Ronald. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure if you are... I forget if you participate in the official Facebook group for the CB Lounge. I apologize, Ronald. But if you do and you have a link to get that stuff, if you didn't mind putting the link on the official CB Lounge 2112 Facebook page, I'd appreciate that. If not, no worries. Oh, yeah, with a little help from the Blue Angels. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great video, isn't it? Very, very American. I used Ham Clock Live over the internet. It's a bit of a process to get it set up, but it works great, says Ronald. Very nice. I've never heard of it. Phil says, never heard of that, Ron. I'll check it out. Yeah, that sounds really cool. It doesn't give you any kind of hammy ham virus or anything, does it? Because I don't want to become a hammy ham now. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Hardy har har. Wow, some shit conditions now, boys. They look like sideband was rolling. Toilet bowl's still going, though. We can at least sandbag to the toilet bowl. Copy the mail here on Channel 6. All I want to do is get across the street here. But there ain't nothing to get across the street to. How about it? How about it? CB Lounge 2112 Carson City, Nevada with a Shaka wave. So we got Hawaii out there on 6. Ham clock was pretty cool. I just don't want to take the time to set it up. Says 357. Uh-oh. Now you're making me worry. I might have that same sentiment then. I don't have much patience. CB Lounge 2112 Carson City, Nevada with a Shaka Shaka wave. Yes, I do, says Ronald. Yes, I do. CB Lounge, 2112 Carson City, Nevada. Come on, come on. Man, this is rough. This is a rough one today. At least we've made some contacts, though. It's not like we haven't made a contact at all. Just not very plentiful. Is that your CB radio license number? No, you're too young for that. Didn't you say you're born in 80? They did away with the license in 84. Is that your Hammy Ham license number there, Ronald? Are you a Hammy Ham? It's all good, man. You're a cool guy. You don't bring no attitude here. So you're definitely more than welcome here at the CB Lounge 2112, Hammy Ham or not. But there are some insufferable dildo douchebag Hammy Hams out there in Hammy Ham land, I gotta say. So many of them that really makes me want to have nothing to do with ham radio. Because they kind of outnumber anybody that's cool, actually cool. From what I've seen. Because I can listen to ham radio and shit. Of course, I don't have a license, so I don't transmit. But I can listen to ham radio. I don't hear anything good. Ronald says, I didn't set it to track the contacts. I just have it on there so I can see where my conditions are and when the bands are open. Makes sense. That's all I would want it for, too. Well, that's cool. CB Lounge 2112 with a puff pass. Come on, come on, come on. Man, it is rough out there today. It's like waiting for waves that just aren't really coming in. You got a few decent sets that have come by. You know, you rode them for 20 seconds or so. Get a little bit of a taste, but where are the big waves at? I want the big waves. I didn't come here for this little shit. Wow, it's all gone. Man, what the fuck is the Chinese are down here? Cowboy says, my little mud duck station ain't getting anywhere on channel 6. Yeah, me either. What are you running there? You running that 431? Didn't you get yourself a $10 TRC 431, if I recall correctly, 357? Yes, there are. There are some gatekeeping MFers. Eventually, that will be the demise of ham, unfortunately. I hear you there. Yeah, it makes me want to have nothing to do with it. I have way more fun on CB radio, and I always have. So, like this saying is, don't fix it if it ain't broke. And it's definitely not broke on CB radio. Now, sideband's broke, but AM CB radio ain't broke. So, I got that going for me. I don't think there's real Elmers out there anymore. I think they got all Elmer glued. Cowboy says running the Ranger with the reverse preamp right now. Very nice. We got nothing on 6. 6 is gone too. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Still a bit buzzy out there. Oh, we got sideband. Probably some dildo. Certainly doesn't make me want to go and switch radios to a sideband radio. I really just fucking had it with sideband. I gotta say, I've just fucking had it with them. I can't takes it no more. Yeah, 17. We ain't got shit on 17 or 15 or 11. We'll leave it on 11 because that's usually when DX comes back. Oh, I had the RF gain down. Usually when the DX comes back, it'll come back on 11. And I won't waste your time if DX doesn't come back here shortly. I won't waste any more of your time, and I'll get out of your hair. See, it's still out there a little bit. Let's see here. I would need a nice tablet dedicated to radio stuff before I can get into that. I am not sure what you're talking about there, Jed. Probably ham stuff. I see. Ronald is KF0SZS or for ham. GMRS is WRPH220. WRK in Cincinnati? No. That's what was that one? And of course 220 Northwest Missouri for CB radio. Very nice. No shat, man. Says Phil. Ronald says I only use 10 meter and up. When you get down into the HF, there's a bunch of assholes. Yes. A plethora of assholes. Hello, Standing Stones. What's happening, man? Where you been? Where you been? We got 2 minutes. I would at least get the double rip on 420 for Sunday services before I give up the ghost here. Although we do have some DX coming back in from Hawaii, like I said. 419, boys. 419. Let's get ready. Let's get ready. Now we're missing Travis Chapin for the picture again. Hopefully he's doing okay. Hope you're doing okay out there, Travis. We miss you. Sorry you're not here for the 420 picture, sir. But come on, 420. And we talked to 420 earlier in the show out of the Buckeye. Pretty cool. So we got double 420, so let's get a double rip on 420. We're just waiting here. Cheeseburger. Oh, I want a cheeseburger. If I can get a club sandwich. Come on, 420. Come on, 420. There we go. Cheers, boys. 420 here at the CB Lounge, 2112. Oh, yeah. There's rip a 1. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Rip a 1. Oh, oh. Oh, shit. Rip a 2 coming up. Rip a 2. Oh, my God. Rip a 2. Rip a 2 here at the CB Lounge, 2112, 420. 420 on Sunday services. And a 79 smoke screen to cap things off. Here, 420 here at the CB Lounge, 2112. Woo! Who's Jack Parsons? Damn. Ain't no cough drop gonna help me. Hello there, 154. Hello, 154. We're waving at you there. How you doing out there today? Good to see you, my friend. Apologize for the shitty conditions there, 154, but thanks for joining us anyway. The DX isn't that great today. I do apologize. I thought it was trying to come back in. So hopefully you're doing good out there, Iran. Good to see you as always. Not even 28. Ronald says he just got Preacher Man in the Bayou. I love that guy. He's awesome. Well, Ronald's having a good session. For some reason, we're just kind of in a hole here in Carson City, I guess. Because we literally have nothing. Well, we got Hobla Gobla. We got Hobla Gobla, boys. Come on, give us some Hobla and some Gobla. Nothing. Not even Hobla Gobla. Well, we went through it all. Besides silly sideband. Just very disappointing. Sideband used to be really fun. It still is, when you get a lull in the activity there. I still like sideband. I just don't like the people that are out on sideband. Man, they are just an insufferable crowd, the majority of them. Well, ain't that a bitch? Ain't that a bitch? There's only one thing left to do. Have a Rippa. Got to have a Rippa recovery. A recovery Rippa from the double Rippa. So we can have further Rippas. You know how it go. That radio is clean. It is. It's a very clean radio. It's like new. Yeah, she's a beauty. Yeah, I love that radio. The only thing that's worn off just a little bit is the letters O-U-T. And I keep thinking, I wonder if I could paint those. And I think I'd probably mess it all up. Trying to paint the tips of the letters, like it's done up on top there. I'd probably screwed up. But that's the only wore out part of the radio. Aesthetic, wore out aesthetic part of the radio. There's a couple scratches in the top of it. But yeah, for the most part, it is in excellent condition. I love this radio. I love just looking at it. It makes me feel like I'm 16 again. Takes me way back. Well, shit. I won't waste you guys much longer. We're 85 minutes in, 12 loungers in the lounge, 17 thumbs up. We've got $6.57 in super chat there. Is that what that 5 pounds equated to, was $6.57? That's crazy. Huh. Well, I sure appreciate that 5 pound donation, no doubt about it. I think that's my first donation from anywhere outside the United States, and I'm glad it was the UK. Cowboy says at this point, only Lemmy the Skip Parrot has the power to bring conditions back, and she's silent. She went silent. Jed says, where there's a will, there's a way. Do it with the toothpick? I missed something here. Yeah, come on, Lenny, give us our conditions back, please. Lemmy? Now she's not talking. Really think that's it, actually. I think Skip is asshole. Skip is asshole today. I think it was all earlier. I missed it all, even though I thought I was getting a good start at 3 o'clock. I guess not. And unfortunately, paint the letters with a toothpick. Thank you. I get you. That's a very good idea. I have paint markers, and they've got the fine point on them, but that still spills out too much paint out the tip of them. But yeah, if I just put a little on a piece of paper and then put the tip of the toothpick in there, I think you're right. I think might be able to do that, and it won't drain onto the faceplate. Because that's what I'm afraid I'm going to do is, I'm going to put too much on it. It's just going to become a big blob. Now, the question is, do I have the dexterity and the vision to be able to do that? That's the next question, but that's a great idea. The letter is O-U-T for the noise blinker here, where it says out right here. O-U-T. Of course, the lettering's all raised up off the faceplate here. They're not just stickers or anything. So each one has been screen printed, on top of the lettering, so you can see it, obviously. So O-U-T got a little rubbed off there. Just a little Trudeau hair of white is left. A cunt hair. A little Trudeau hair of white is left right here on the O-U-T. And it drives me nuts. It freaking drives me crazy. And I've been thinking for years now, how can I fix that? I think Jed may have gave me the solution now. If I could see it and I'm not too shaky to do it. I fucked it all up. Yeah, Trudeau hair. He's one of the biggest cunts I've ever seen. Yeah, that guy. And then the guy that came after him, Carney. Man, what a clown. They should just call him Clowny. I feel bad for Canada as much as I feel bad for, the UK. I think the UK or Canada actually has a little bit more. I think that they could probably dig their way out of their predicament a bit easier than the UK. The UK, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm ignorant. But the UK, things are very desperate there. It's no joke what's happening over there. Yeah, he is. Bigger pussy than the limp-wristed Kenyan, says Phil. Just as much. I really think that he's the photo negative of the limp-wristed Kenyan, old backdoor Barry. Yeah, I think he's the photo negative of the limp-wristed Kenyan. I think Big Mike takes them both at the same time. That's what I think. Come over here, you little man. You little men, come here. Big Mike's gonna teach you how to drive. That's like a silverback. My Lord. 1776 is our official UDX paint guru. He sure is. He's got talent. I don't. I'm envious of people with talent. I envy you there, 1776. I really do, though. I wish I could paint. I used to be able to draw, mostly graffiti. So I was a pretty good drawer. I'm not a painter. Unless it was spray paint. Trudeau hair. Remember when Trudeau's eyebrow fell off his face and started crawling down his cheek at some freaking photo op? I remember that. That's when I first learned about him. That was before politics inundated everything if you allowed it to. Because personally, I could give a crap about politics and presidents and this and that. I could care less. I care about music and CB radios and my wife and my dogs and you know what I mean? I ain't got time. We ain't got time for that shit. But now you can't ignore it. It's impossible unless you don't care or you're ignorant or you're stupid, you know. One of the three there. That's my opinion. Standing Stones needs to get going again, but my grandson is painting. He is 6 so he's painting starting at 6. Wow. See, I'm envious of kids that get that guidance when they were that young. I wish I would have had a bit more guidance when I was little, like that, artistically. Because my aunt is a painter like you are. And my aunt she worked painting cartoon cells for Disney back in the 60s and into the early 70s. Then she went and started working for the airlines at LAX. And she became the first female ramp person to guide the planes into the, where they connect to the terminal and shit. And she fucking put a wing into one of the terminals. Oh, no. But I remember she was in the LA Times. They did a write-up on her and stuff about how she was the first person to guide the plane, first female to guide the planes in at LAX and shit. And then she goes and crashes a plane into the one of the terminals with the wing. Not like immediately, but during her career of doing that, she had done that. Poor lady. Now she lives in England. She's lived in England for almost 30 years. Damn, what a bummer with the DX. I really don't think it's coming back. I think it flatlined. It's as dead as Osama bin Laden. A little bit of silly sideband, but once again, I'm so irked with sideband, I don't care. Ain't worth going to a sideband radio for. Just isn't. I'm so tired of turning on sideband each day going, okay, today's going to be the day when the cool people are on sideband and people are having a good time. And every time I turn it on, it's the insufferable garbage over and over and over again, which just boggles my mind and makes me want to weep. And I don't want to weep. Dallas Rife, how you doing there, sir? Sorry I missed you there, man. And Sabotage, Mr. 666, I apologize there. Cowboy says one of my buddies was Bob Ross for Halloween. Says that's a cool costume. Dallas says I love that radio read. Thank you very much. I love it too. I'm really glad I got it, man. It's absolutely in my top 5 favorite radios, no doubt about it. It's hard to choose a favorite one, of course, just like music. Sandy Stone says, I hate airports. I do too. Can't stand them. Yeah, I don't care for airports either. I don't like to be around crowds, and I just don't care for a big thing of people anywhere. Even at an amusement park, it's hard. That's why I'm glad Ohio legalized the herb, because now the amusement parks will be a bit more tolerable for me. And I won't, you know what I mean? That'll be nice when I go back to Ohio someday if I do. I'm nit late. I'm early for the end. Waving guys, says Sabotage. He says I'm not late. I'm early for the end. I get it. I had 2 mishaps on flights. That sounds, that doesn't sound good, man. What happened? Let's see here. That's a verbal warning for sure. It'll come back shortly, man. I bet it's following sundown. And I can't argue with that there, Phil. I had one JetBlue engine at liftoff. At liftoff says 1776. You mean at rotation? Well, that's scary. Yeah, that's scary. In New York City, we were going to Jamaica. Oh, no. Jamaica, Queens? You didn't even need to fly. You could have drove there if you were in New York City already. You didn't even need to fly to Jamaica, Queens. You know, you're right there. You went to Jamaica, huh? I'd love to go there, but there's a reason why I won't. And then we'll just leave it at that. As it was lifting, the engine shaft blew and the pilot skidded. Oh, you didn't even get off the ground. Oh no. So you didn't even get to V2. Wow. Was that a prop plane? When you say engine shaft, for some reason, I think prop plane. I'm probably totally wrong. I was in Jamaica in '83. Oh, okay. I bet it was pretty fabulous in 1983. Everything was great in '83. We had no idea how great 1983 truly was. We just had no clue. At least that's how I feel. It was a jumbo jet. Oh, God. Pan Am. Wow. They've been gone since the 90s, Pan Am. I always flew Delta because that's what my aunt worked for. First, it was Western Airlines, and then they became Delta. Now I don't want to fly anywhere. Damn right, man, says Phil. I need another Ripper, boys. I hate to make you sit here and look at the radio, but it's a lot prettier than I am. So you're stuck with the beautiful 1986 TRC 433, realistic TRC 433 Navajo base station. Very fine piece of equipment. You could feel the quality in it when you pick it up. You really can. I'm not saying that to be funny. I didn't realize how much of a quality piece of equipment this truly is until you pick up something that's modern. And I'm not saying really radio wise, but just any kind of modern electronics. They feel light and cheap, and that's what they are. They're light and cheap. This thing is not. But back then, we assumed that everything was always going to be made with this quality, right? Craig, how you doing there, brother? Good evening, fellas, says Mr. Craig. Good to see you, sir. I'm waiting for a club sandwich from the casino restaurant, and groceries from the little woman. Maybe she'll even bring me some Hot Wheels. Like a little frickin' kid. Like a little friggin' kid. Oh, look at that. I made it to 1.46 thousand subscribers. That's great. I was wondering when I was going to get to, that would be 1,460. So I'm now 40 subscribers away from 1,500. It's taken me like almost 2 years to move from 1,200 subscribers to 1,460. Isn't that sad? So I've been anticipating 1,500 for a while now, but I'm sure excited. Nothing happens at 1500. It just makes my ego feel better. Makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. Actually, I shouldn't say my ego. It makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something at least. 666 says, I'm confused why YouTube cares if you puff on camera. There are people smoking all over YouTube. I don't know, but I get dinged every time I do it. And I also get dinged with my subject matter when it's off topic of radio, when we go to the stupid political crap, that we're all frickin' forced to know about, whether you want to or not. Like I said, if you don't care, you're ignorant or stupid, then you get away with it. But if you actually a caring American, you have to pay attention whether you like it or not. Damn it. Why's it got to be that way? And 86 was a huge year for thrash as well. You know it. I was there. I'm sad to see Dave Mustaine is retiring from Megadeth and their final record's coming out, and they're recording Ride the Lightning, which Dave wrote or partly wrote with Metallica back in the day. And of course, he never got any credit for the writing for Kill 'Em All or any of the stuff that went on Ride the Lightning either, including Ride the Lightning, because they screwed him over. And I'll always be sore at them for that. But I don't particularly care for Metallica anyway, whether that happened or not. I just think those guys are goofs. But with that being said, Dave Mustaine is retiring. The final record's coming out. I could, take or leave them doing Ride the Lightning. I'm sure it's going to be really cool and it's going to be really good and stuff. But I don't. That's not why I'm excited for their record, of course. But they always put out a great album. They just do. Dave Mustaine. Oh, there's 511. Dave Mustaine always hires really good quality players to play in that band. He always does. And you know what I mean? People that are far superior musicians to Lars or Kirk Hammett. You know what I mean? I think what's his name? The lead singer, God, whatever his name is. I have a freaking blank there. I just don't like him. I saw him once in a this was years ago in the early 90s. I saw him in a ski lift line at a place called Homewood on the west shore of Lake Tahoe. And I heard his voice, his talking voice, talking to the woman that he was with. And I said, God, that guy sounds like James Hetfield. There we go. James Hetfield. Thank you, Craig. And about 10 people up, almost getting onto the lift. That was James Hetfield up there. He was, unmistakable. And he was skiing at Homewood. And I was like, oh my God. I could not believe it. I still like Metallica in 1983. So it was, or 93, excuse me, 1993. So it was pretty exciting. But of course, I didn't bother the guy or anything. But yeah, I saw that guy at a ski area. It was pretty neat. But he still had long hair then. That was what, a year and a half after, 2 years after the Black album came out. So they were still pretty much Metallica then. Although I consider their last really truly good album was Injustice for All. I think that album is really a great. I think that and I don't know. It's hard to say what their best stuff is because Kill 'Em All is pretty fantastic too. I'm just burned out on all that stuff. I burned it out on myself by playing it so much over my youth that I don't want to hear it anymore. Plus, current events, I see what goofs ever since Napster. I've really lost any like for that band. Lars Ulrich he's like a girl. I can't stand his little voice. I can't stand the way he looks. He's really not that great of a drummer if you want to compare him to other people. I mean, I couldn't drum a lick. So who am I to say? I'm not a Mr. Musically talented guy, of course. But, from a critic standpoint, that guy's just a retard. I can't stand him. As soon as Metallica started to get played on mainstream radio, which actually started with the song One. That was their first music video. But yeah, once Enter Sandman came along, that was kind of it for Metallica. As far as being a band that was not as reviled by everybody, you know what I mean? And that's going back to Rush with their girl drummer. I'm not excited for it. I it leaves a sour taste in my mouth. I think it's silly. If it was Neil Peart's daughter that was the replacement drummer and she was just as incredible as her father, that would be a different story. Then I could understand that. But I think that I think it's a gimmick and I think it's a cash grab. And I'm really disappointed in those guys, Getty and Alex. I'm disappointed in them. And they're as rich as anybody could possibly be. Why do they want to be? Why do they need more money? And the absolute outrageous prices of the concert tickets, it's disgusting. It's a cash grab, and I don't appreciate it. And it's a slap in the face of true fans that have been with them since the frickin' 70s. Not everybody can afford $300 for a concert ticket, or $3,000, of course, for that matter. It's insane. If it was a $75 ticket, I might be able to get that, and I might be able to go. But you know what I mean? Normal people can't afford that shit. $300 tickets to go to see a 2-hour show. You know, that's a lot of food that can buy, or maybe not a lot of food, but that can buy some food. Pisses me off. Lars is the Trudeau of rock and roll, says Cowboy. He sure is. He needs fake eyebrows. What a jerk. He should have been a professional tennis player. He has the attitude and the temperament for it. And I know that's what he was supposed to be before he became a drummer. He was going to become a professional tennis player. He was going to become a professional tennis player, but he decided to play the drums. Danny Carey. Phil, who's Danny Carey? Sabotage says they lost me with whatever album when they chopped their hair and wore eyeliner, and Lars and Kirk look like Dave Navarro. 666. Amen to that, Sabotage. That was Load. That was Load. And then the shittiest album that came out after that was Reload. And then something even worse came out after that was Saint Anger. Oh my God. Megadeth never did that. There's a lot of music that people didn't like that Megadeth did. I liked everything they did. I can't say that about Metallica, not even close. But I liked all different styles that Megadeth did. Even when they did a few songs with a freaking banjo, it was part of the song. I don't even remember what songs those were. They're all good. Can't say that much about those guys in Metallica at all. That Load and Reload stuff was pathetic. It really was. And everything sucked after A Justice for All. I agree. Says everything sucked arse. Drummer for Tool. Oh, Danny Carey. Okay, thank you. I think you've answered that one for me before. Yes, Danny Carey or Portnoy, Mike Portnoy, I think, the drummer for Dream Theater. That's the one I would have always chosen. Because I've always thought about that he was as good or damn near like Neil Peart when, in 1992 when Dreams and Wishes or whatever that album was, Dreams and Images or whatever came out. Great album. But when that album came out, I thought, wow, this drummer is so much like Neil Peart. I've always thought that. So he was the first one I thought about who could actually get in and fill in for Neil Peart. But, I never gave it much thought about that. But then they come along with a woman, and I think a woman can be a great drummer. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think a woman belongs in Rush. Sorry, it just isn't right. And the whole thing stinks. The whole thing stinks. It's like they waited for 5 years just for nobody forgot, guys. Nobody forgot about Neil. Nobody. 5 years, nobody's ever going to forget about Neil. 5 years, 50 years, never. So I don't know. I don't know how rich they need to be. I really don't. It's not like they're young. I appreciate the fact that they can still play. That's for sure. I'd rather see a drum machine, to be honest with you. I'd rather see a freaking drum machine fill in. Like Sisters of Mercy. They have a drum machine. They've always had a drum machine. It's called Dr. Avalanche. That's been their drummer since the 80s. And they never had any problem with their drummer, never had to fire him, never had to pay him, nothing. Because he was a drum machine. And that band kicks ass with their drum machine. Now, I don't think a drum machine could truly replace Neil Peart. I'm just kidding, but still. But if you start your band with a drum machine, boy, it sure sounds good when you're a good band with a drum machine. Yeah, but once you get Neil Peart in your band, what the hell you need a drum machine for? You got a real one. You got a living one. Yes, Neil was the GOAT. Not the only one, though. He's not my only favorite drummer, that's for sure. But he was definitely my number one. He's number one. He's number one for a lot of people. Yeah, Port is awesome as well, says Phil. Definitely. Craig says, did you see that the new prime minister of Japan is a drummer for a heavy metal band? That was good, Craig. Good one, man. Or are you kidding? Or is that true? Because I know she's a woman, of course. Or are you just making a joke there? Because that's a pretty good joke. If that's true, damn, that's pretty ironic. It wouldn't surprise me. Anything is possible these days. But I think Japan is in good hands with her. I really do. I think she's the female version of Donald Trump for Japan, at least. It is true. Are you for real? She really is a drummer in a heavy metal band? Holy crap. Man, that's incredible. That reminds me of the lyric, your brother is a gay singer in a stud leather band from Megadeth. Remember that song? I think the song was called Liar. Your brother's a gay singer in a stud leather band. That was always one of my favorite lyrics from old Dave. Well, that's incredible. Uh-oh, Jed says I have a Metallica tattoo. So don't hate on him too bad, LOL. Dude, it's all good, man. I wouldn't make fun of you for having a Metallica tattoo. No, I'm just kidding, dude. I'm totally kidding. No, man, each to their own, man. If you like Metallica like I like Megadeth, more power to you. You're still my brother, and I still love you. Oh, the woman is back. She has returned. I think I'm gonna end the show because I have food coming and I have to go get groceries and all that stuff, and my pets are gonna go nuts. So I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. It was a good after show talk as well. I love talking music with you guys, no doubt about it. So you guys have a great week ahead. I don't mean to end abruptly, but I heard the garage door open. I may as well give her up now. So you guys have a great week ahead. Thank you for coming to the Sunday services every time, as always. I sure appreciate it, everybody. Have a great Monday, and we'll see you ASAP in the next one. Aloha nui loa, and hui ho from the CB Lounge 2112. Hopefully the conditions will be a lot better. We'll get some live lounger intercepts as well in the next show. You guys have a good one. Aloha. Oh, Carl's Jr. Bye-bye.